Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now the extrinsic glands of the alimentary canal. Now these glands, they are present outside the gut, and their secretion, they enters through ducts into the alimentary canal. So they are called the extrinsic glands of the alimentary canal. These glands, they are the salivary glands, liver and pancreas. First of all, we will study about the salivary glands. Now, these salivary glands, they are three types. One is called the parotid gland, present just below the ear. Parotid gland. Second type is called the submandibular gland. It is present below the mandible. And third type is called the sublingual gland. It is present below the tongue. So three types of salivary glands. One is the parotid gland, second one is the submandibular gland, and third one is called the sublingual glands. Now we will describe these glands separately. Now, first of all, about the parotid gland. The parotid gland, it is covered by a capsule, and this capsule, it sends septas inside the parenchyma and divides it into incomplete lobules. The parenchyma of the parotid gland, it contains the acini, the ducts. All these, they are present in the parenchyma. Now, the parenchyma, it contains mainly the serous alveoli. Or acini. Now, these alveoli, they are rounded in shape, and they have pyramidal shaped cells. With a central opening. This one is the central opening. This is called the acinus or alveolus. Now, in serous acini, the nuclei are rounded, and these nuclei, they are present near the base of the cell, base of the pyramidal cells, where these are the acini, and these acini, they have these pyramidal cells, and their rounded nuclei, they are present near the base. Then the central opening, that is smaller, through which the secretion of these cells, they enters into the ducts. Now these ducts, they are of two types: the intercalated ducts, the striated ducts, and third one is the main excretory duct, which opens into the oral cavity. So these cells, these cells and acini, they are reddish purple in color. And their secretion, that is serous secretion. Now this secretion from these cells they enter into this opening, and this opening then it opens into a duct that is called the intercalated duct. Intercalated duct. Now the intercalated duct that is lined by simple cuboidal epithelium. That is lined by simple cuboidal epithelium. Now many intercalated ducts of different acini, they unite together and they join another duct which is somewhat larger than the intercalated duct. This duct that is called the striated duct. Striated duct. Now the striated duct, it is lined by simple columnar epithelium. It is lined by simple columnar epithelium. Now this simple columnar epithelium so it's a columnar cell, and in this columnar cell the basal part of the membrane that move toward the inner portion of the cell. These are the infoldings of the cytoplasmic membrane, and these infoldings, they are called the striations. They are called the striations. Due to these striations, the ducts are called the striated ducts. But here in columnar cells, the nuclei are usually near the base. But due to the presence of these infoldings, the nuclei in these cells, they are in the center. Nuclei are in the center due to these infoldings or due to these striations. Now, these striated ducts, they join together and they form a large excretory duct of the parotid gland. That large excretory duct of the parotid gland, that is called the Stenson's duct. Stenson's duct. Now this duct, it is lined by pseudostratified columnar epithelium or the stratified columnar epithelium, and the Stenson's duct, that is the main excretory duct of the parotid gland, which opens into the oral cavity. That's about the parotid gland. This gland mainly contains serous acini, also called alveoli, serous alveoli, pyramidal shaped cells with rounded nuclei near the base. Second type of the gland, salivary gland, that is submandibular gland. The parotid gland, that is serous type of gland, it contains only serous acini, while the submandibular and sublingual glands, they are mixed type of they have mixed type of acini, both the serous and the mucous acini. Again, the submandibular gland, it is covered by capsule, and this capsule, it sends septas, it divides it into incomplete lobules, and the acini, they are of mixed type acini. One type, just I told you, the serous acini, pyramidal shaped cells with the rounded nuclei near the base. Then second type is the mucous acini. It also contains the pyramidal cells. But the difference is that in serous acini, the nuclei are rounded near the base and the lumen is smaller. While in mucous acini, the nuclei, they are flattened near the base and their opening is larger than the serous acini. Now, these acini, their secretion that also enters through these central openings into intercalated ducts. The intercalated ducts, they are lined by simple cuboidal epithelium. Then the intercalated ducts, they join together and they form a larger duct, larger than the intercalated duct. These are called the striated ducts. Now these striated ducts, they have simple columnar epithelium, and the basal cytoplasmic region, they are also in the form of infoldings, and due to these infoldings there are striations in the basal region of the columnar cells. Therefore, this duct, due to these striations, that is called the striated duct. Then many striated ducts, they join together and they form the main excretory duct of the submandibular gland. And this main excretory duct of the submandibular gland, that is called the Wharton's duct. Wharton's duct, and this duct, it opens into the oral cavity, carrying the secretions of these mucus and serous acini. Third type of gland is the sublingual gland. One thing, that in submandibular gland, the acini are of mixed type, but the serous acini are more in number than the mucous acini. Serous acini are more than the mucous acini. In sublingual gland, the mucous acini contain mainly the mucous acini. Contain the mucous acini. And these acini, they also contain pyramidal shaped cells having the flattened nuclei near the base of the cells, the mucous acini. The sublingual gland that is also covered by capsule, and that capsule it sends septas and divides it into incomplete labules. Now, the acini, I told you these are mainly the mucous acini, but there are also serous acini, few serous acini, but these serous acini, they are present as serous demilume. They are present as serous demilume on the mucous acini, and they have rounded nuclei. So it is called the serous demilume present on the mucous acinus. Mucous acinus, on its top is the serous demilume. Now here, this one is the serous demilume on the upper part of the mucous acinus, and this one is also the serous demilume on the upper part of the mucous acinus. Now, the intercalated ducts and the striated ducts, they are few and smaller in sublingual glands. Again, the intercalated ducts, they are lined by simple cuboidal epithelium. This one is the opening of the acinus, central opening, and this one is the intercalated duct, and many intercalated ducts, they join together and they form the striated duct. The intercalated ducts are lined by simple cuboidal epithelium, and the striated ducts, they are lined by simple columnar epithelium. And these striated ducts, they join together and they form the larger duct, larger excretory duct of the sublingual gland. This larger excretory duct of the sublingual gland, that is lined by pseudo-stratified columnar epithelium. Pseudo-stratified columnar epithelium, and this main excretory duct of the sublingual gland, that is called the duct of Ravenous. Duct of Ravenous. So these are three types of salivary glands: the parotid gland, submandibular gland, and sublingual gland. The main difference is that due to the presence of these acini, in parotid gland mainly the serous acini, in sublingual gland mixed type of acini are present, but the serous are predominant, and mucous acini are few in number, while in sublingual gland mainly the mucous acini are present. There are few serous acini, but these are in the form of demilume on the mucous acini, called the serous demilume.